Alright nerds, we are back for another beer review, and today from Siding 14 Brewing we have the Dayliner Golden Ale. Notice, it's a small can. Now, you don't get too many of those nowadays. So these guys are from Ponoka, Alberta. Again, a small town in between Calgary and Edmonton here in Alberta, Canada. This comes in at no designated percentage, apparently. Well, isn't that interesting? Oh, here we go. 4.9%, 355 milliliter can. It has two-row Munich and wheat malts, and Chinook and Columbus hops. Interesting. IBU 21. So that's very interesting. Chinook is probably best known for being the single hop and Arrogant Bastard from Stone Brewing. Kind of like one of the first West Coast big hop bombs. This, however, is only 21 IBU, so they're definitely using it for the flavors. So piney, grapefruit, and then Chinook, or that's Chinook. Columbus will be citrusy. It is often a bittering one, but interestingly, both hops can be used at kind of any point in the process. So that means they're probably just used for flavors. We should get some citrus, a little bit of pininess, a little bit of grapefruitness. However, it is not an IPA. It is a golden ale. So it's going to be malt, wheat forward. It's going to be grain forward as opposed to hop forward. Dayliner was a passenger rail car that moved up to 80,000 passengers at its peak in 1969 between Calgary and Edmonton. In smaller towns along the line, our light golden ale is crisp and easy drinking with smooth malt and low hops. The commuter's perfect everyday beer. All right, so let's get this lovely tin can into a glass. It's definitely golden, definitely ale, super carbonated, just bubbling up high. So golden, white head, everything you see right here. Just a beautiful looking beer. High levels of carbonation. It's consistent carbonation. It's not like rolling, but it's definitely consistent, constant. So that should give it a great mouthfeel. Aroma time. You have to pardon my smell if it's not perfect. It's still a little smoky up here due to the unfortunate fires in California and Oregon, as well as some in BC. So the air's a little dirty. So my nose is a little dirty no matter what I do. I went for a nice long walk today because if I'm drinking these, I got to walk these off. Yeah, so not much to it, actually. It's ale. So you definitely get malt, biscuit, bready, cracker. Lots of cracker, like dad's cookies, like baby cookies. Not dad's cookies, but like the baby ones that my dad ate. I don't know what they're called. But definitely like malty, crackery, biscuity, as said. You don't really get any of the notes of the tropical or the citrus that you would. So in particular, Chinook's grapefruit and Columbus is citrus, I think, if I'm correct, so lemony. But you don't really get any of that. But again, it's not going to be a hop forward beer. IBU 21 is not even an IPA anyways, so it's not made like one of those styles of beer. It's made just like as a pure ale. So let's crack into it now that I don't really have anything new to say about the aroma. Yeah, super crackery, super biscuity, bready, malty. Now I'm going to say adjunct sweetness, but I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that style of sweetness, lagery sweetness, so like corn, white bread, a little touch of the lemon, like lightest touch of that sourness at the end, but it's more sourdough than sour lemon. Yeah, exactly just how I described it. So definitely like easy drinking, like traditional ale. It's not all about IPAs and sours. Man, I wish I could, but you'd get bored and I'd get bored. No, I wouldn't get bored. You'd get bored. It was good to try other things. So a friend of mine brought this over for our, remember we're the fermented nerds, capital N. A friend brought these over for a D&D game, Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, nerds. Remember that. Anyway, so he brought these over for a game. He was a lovely chap. Always brings some beers. And I had one. And I didn't really think much of it because I was talking the whole time and playing and eating and all that. So, but I had one left. He left me one for review, particular for review. So thank you, Brent. Thanks for leaving me one for the review. So it is, yeah, it's non-offensive. There's a little like floralness to it now that's sitting. Super non-offensive, easy drinking, easy tasting, good summer beer, good sitting around beer. You need a beer after work, crack one of these babies. It's in a little can, unlike every other review I do. So a bit easier to carry around. Really good. So Siding 14 is west of Blind Man Brewery, which is in Lacombe, Pinocchio being fairly close. So, and then Hawktail, which I reviewed recently, is near there as well. So maybe I should take a drive one day with my lovely wife, and we should visit Siding 14, Hawktail, and Blind Man Brewing. Blind Man being the best, being my favorite brewery in the world. However, establishment's getting there. Cabin getting there. Special establishment. That place is awesome. Siding 14. I'd like to try more of their stuff. This is a good traditional ale. And if you can make good traditional beer, odds are you could probably make good other beer, IPAs, pale ale, stouts, everything. Because you're willing to take the work to getting the basics down. And the basics are so important. So really, really cool. Also in that area is like Troubled Monk, Snake Lake Brewing. Alberta is loaded with breweries, absolutely loaded, as proven in the Canadian Beer Awards, where we won 23% of the medals, and as proven in the World Craft Beer Awards, where we won Best Beer, thanks to Far Brewing, which I think's kind of on the way up there from where I live. So Far Brewing's Hefeweizen, and Far Brewing FAHR Brewing only does traditional European style beer law style beer, so Hefeweizens and whatnot. So really cool. Anyways, it's fun just to try something a bit different, because I try a lot of IPAs. I did a Lindemann's Goose. I do the brown bag beer reviews, which get pretty out there. So it's good just to sit down once in a while and just have a traditional golden ale, a normal beer, tasty, malty, biscuity, refreshing, easy drinking, still at, what did I say it was? 21 IBU. Still has a little bit of bitterness to tingle the tongue. To tungle you. New word. I hope the dictionary's listening, because that should be a new word, tungle. It's tingling the tongue. And if you say tungle, you don't have to stumble over your words. All right, awesome. So, Siding 14, Dayliner Golden Ale. Give it a thumbs up. Be sure to smash the thumbs up button, smash the subscribe button, smash some beers responsibly. And comment below if you've had this or other beers, what you think of our reviews. It's great to hear comments. I love discussing beer with everybody on there. Share it with all your friends. We're getting near 100 viewers, and at 100 subscribers, we're going to have a very special video. So yeah, for the Fermented Nerds, now they nerded out about D&D, I am Wally, and I am out.